Hey, and welcome back to a brand new video where something a little bit different, you can probably tell already. It's basically we're ranking all of Treyarch Zombies maps throughout the entirety of Treyarch Zombies up until, I don't think Day Machine's even on this, I don't think it is. I would rank it though, but I will do it at the end of it, of course. So this is the proper ranking tier list in my opinion when it comes to doing actually ranking all of zombie maps. It is opinion based, it can be different. You could have a completely different opinion to me, which hey, fair enough. But so if you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, turn notification bell and be notified from when I do go live. And yeah, let's get right into this. So on the first map we actually have the Eisendrache, which the Eisendrache is a pretty damn good map, I have to say. So for me, it's perfect. It is literally one of the best maps. I mean, it actually released in DLC 1, I think, or came with the game when you first got it, and it was amazing. Actually, I loved the Eisendrache, just the bows. It took the element, of course, from Origins, because Origins had the staffs, but the filling the dragons, the Easter egg was pretty damn good too. The Panzer, the Panzer was amazing too. Just go for high ranks. Just everything about this map was just amazing. So I'm easily putting it perfect here. It's just easy without a doubt. Not a problem. The next one we have is Gorokrovi, which I have to say, another solid map. I mean, Black Ops 3 was the peak, the peak of zombies. All right, I'm just telling you now. When you had maps like Gorokrovi, the Eisendrache, Zetsubou, and also we had for the final one being Revelations, all are pretty damn solid maps. And Gorokrovi is easily one of the best. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's perfect. I would say it's almost perfect. The Easter egg is quite tenuous if you're playing solo, and it's not particularly. For me, I tend to feel it's more of an actual chore than actually, you know, trying to have fun. Where I find with Easter eggs are quite fun, I always find it a breeze, not a breeze, but also just really fun to play. I find it more enjoyable to go back to that Easter egg and play it again. But that's just me. So I'm putting it almost perfect. I think it probably deserves to go almost perfect. It's a solid map, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people loved it. And Black Ops 3 was amazing for zombies. So for this next one, we have Transit. We have Transit. Transit is one of those ones where it could have been really good if it wasn't for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and it is just the awful. It's the denizens, it's the fog, it's the jet machine, the jet wonder weapon, whatever it's called. I can't remember it. It's just awful. Just go there. It's awful. I hate it. Ancient Evil. Now I've got a confession to make. I actually never played Black Ops 4. I did play 9, and I never played Dead of the Night. I played it like once or a few minutes, got bored and hopped off again. Black Ops 4 is one of those ones where I just didn't play. Like, I looked at them, I thought, looks alright, but I don't know. It's one of those ones where I actually don't know. Actually, I've got an idea. There we go. See? I can add it in there. So obviously I didn't play Ancient Evil. I don't even remember playing map at all. I remember bits of it. I didn't play Ancient Evil at all. But so I don't have an opinion on it. I know that Black Ops 4 was awful when it came to maps. Dead of the Night especially, but I can just add that there now because I didn't play it. That's all. Voyage, I did play it. That is just awful. It's just god awful. It doesn't deserve to even be there. Ascension, from Black Ops 1 Ascension and including Black Ops 3 Ascension from Zombie Chronicles. No. Yeah, that's better. It's a solid map. I mean, Monkeys is the only thing that people can probably hate it for, because Monkeys is annoying at times. But it just the Chichiska dolls, I can't even say the name, whatever, it's something dolls is what it is, where they pop up for different grenades. It also introduced the Gersh device, which you can jump through and teleport. Not the thunder gun, but it had the thunder gun in it alongside the ray gun, and I introduced PhD flopper. Of course this map's perfect. It makes sense. Just the fact that it is perfect, because it introduced so many things that people to this day still love and still want. Besides monkeys, everyone hates monkeys, but they're alright, they're easy to kill, and you could get a free perk from it as well if you didn't get hit, or a perk stolen from you, which was quite cool as well. I like that feature. Ascension's a solid map, I have to say, without a doubt. Like, Blood of the Dead is one of those ones where it's a good map because it's Mob of the Dead. You can't go wrong with that. But Treyarch somehow managed to mess up Mob of the Dead in a remaster. Like, I just feel like if it wasn't for Black Ops 4, and trying to remaster or have 4 different maps on launch, I feel like Blood Red could have been a hell of a lot better if it did delayed and actually thought through it properly. Or that Black Ops 4 was just a bad game in general when it came to everything, really. They have a campaign we're talking about here. But Blood of the Dead, it's an alright map. I would say meh. There's some features that I enjoy about it, like the Magma Gat, but it's probably a bit higher. I wouldn't say it's awful or disgusting or even bad map. I would say it's a good map because it's Mob of the Dead. You can't go wrong. But it's Black Ops 4, man. Like, come on. Now we have Buried. Oh, I love this map. Buried is one of my all-time favorites. Like, it's up there. All-time favorites, like the Eisendrache, Ascension, they're up there. But Buried, it's an amazing map, easily. I just need explaining. Yeah, the bank is broken, but I mean, so was every map in Black Ops 2 that had a bank. I mean, Transit was broken because it had the bank. Get the bus to go around in the first round. You're fine, really. But I mean, Buried had the Paralyzer, had the Witches, the Mark II introduced at the time as well. You just couldn't go wrong with this map. It was just amazing. I loved it. Now we have Call of the Dead. Oh, Call of the Dead. I love this map. Now, Call of the Dead, for me, is the cast. And it's not, I don't usually say this, but characters in this map, I love them. Michael Rooker, Sarah Michelle Gellar, the guy who played Freddy at Five Nights, and you had Danny Trejo. Robert Englund, that was it for Five Nights at Freddy. I want to say Five Nights at Freddy, oh god. But Call of the Dead, Scavenger, the VR Living was useless. It was mainly for the Easter egg. And you had George Romero, which you can't go wrong with George Romero, but he was annoying though. I mean, it's a good map. It's okay. I liked it, but it was an okay map. Wasn't amazing at all. It was an okay map. So Darius, we have, well, Darius, I'm pretty sure this is the only Darius we have, but if we're including Darius and it has every single successors and predecessors to Darius, it's perfect. It's like, it's literally perfect. Like, it introduced the pack punch. It was at World at War, so it was something completely new at the time when it got released. And the remasters after that were just amazing. I got around 100 in this map. It took me forever to get it, but I eventually got there. I had like numerous videos on this. It was ridiculous. I'm just saying, Darius, I love it. Great map. This camping on the catwalk with you, little Timmy, and your few friends at age 12 when the map first came out for me. It was like, it was amazing. It's like nostalgia. Okay, I love it. It's not. Yeah, you can probably say it's nostalgia due to the fact that it was a long time ago, but it's still forever to stay in my heart and cemented in the back of my head. That catwalk was amazing. So of course we have the infamous Die Rise, which I actually made a video on, actually just a week or so ago, but saying this is an underappreciated map, or masterpiece in a sense. I wouldn't say it's perfect, it has its flaws, but I also wouldn't say it's bad. So I'm gonna get hate for this. I'm so gonna get hate for this. But I don't care. Die Rise, I like it. Great map. 5, I never played 5 that much. I played it a few times actually. It was alright. It wasn't the best, but it was meh. It was too tight. Don't get me wrong, the Winter's Hell was useless in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 4 was probably quite good. In the remaster for 5, they got rid of the scientist guy, who we know his name now, but I can't remember his name now for some reason. Was it Yuri or something? I can't remember. But still, they got rid of him in the second one, which I was disappointed about. I wanted him to return, but they didn't. They got rid of him. The first one, he was alright. He was a nuisance though. But 5 is meh to me. It's too close quartered. I don't like maps that close quartered. That's my opinion though. So it might rank higher for some people, might rank lower for some. But I think it's an even map. Going meh is fair for me. We have 9. I played 9. Okay, I may never played Ancient Evil and Dead of the Night, but I actually played 9, and 9 was a good map. I'm just saying. 9 was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a good map. It was like the first map I played when it came to Black Ops 4 when it got released, and 9 was a solid map. I think it was good fun. I didn't play enough of it, so that's why I think it's okay. But the Easter egg looked quite good as well, but some of the steps just didn't make any sense. Like, I feel like Black Ops 4, it just like, yeah, they're like high on crack or whatever. I mean, and just thought, yeah, that works. It was weird times. Now we have Keener Totem, which in my opinion is one of the most overrated maps ever to be released. It was boring. There was nothing new. It was like, nowhere really to train. Like Black Ops 3 introduced it where it made it a little bit better, where you can train outside, you have different perks, stuff upgradable things to your gun. It was good then, but Black Ops 1, when it got released, it was alright. So I'm gonna go for, say, not bad, but kind of meh. It's it's like the Reese remaster, just in a different area in the theater. That's it. There's nothing new to it. But Derices was the first one that did it, so Derices is a super tier, but this is meh to me. Now we got Moon. Moon was good. Moon was a good map. I just find that if you're a new player or you're a beginner, it's not particularly beginner friendly. It was very just, this is a map for people who played zombies for a long time and knew what to do. Because if you didn't do it or didn't pay attention to this map, you would literally lose out on the biodome and it would become zero gravity, and it was awful. Just having to constantly swap between the hacker and your helmet was awful as well, which is a bit of a tedious task. It's not it's not hard, but it's just tedious. So for me, it's just never liked Moon, never fancied it, so I'm putting a bad map. I didn't like it. I mean, the astronaut was quite cool, implementation of an astronaut, which would have your pal's gamer tag. So you would wake up the next day in a sweat because you just saw your gamer tag, your pal yesterday just dome you out of nowhere. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Now we've got Mob of the Dead, and needs no explanation. Mob of the Dead is perfect. I love it. Just the storyline, the characters, the map itself, Brutus, you know, the Blundergat introduced as well. I mean, it's just obvious. It clearly is perfect map. I believe there's no map is perfect. It's probably quite contradictory to the fact that I have perfect as a tier, but I'm just saying perfect is these maps. If you could have the definition for a perfect zombie map, these are the definitions of one. Now Nacht, at the time, I think for sheer nostalgia, Nacht was a good map. But when you look back on it now, even the Black Ops 3 version, it was very just plain. It was very safe. In fairness though, it was just a trial. So I'm going to just go with okay. Nothing much to the map. I mean, if you had Black Ops 3, you had Perkaholics, you can put all the perks on and you can survive for quite high rounds. I mean, I got around 80 almost, I think, on this map, or 71, I can't remember again. It was okay. I mean, there's nothing much to it, but it definitely ranks higher than Blood of the Dead or 5 or anything other maps because it's just sheer nostalgia, and it was the first ever map to be made. The bar was pretty damn low. So of course we have Origins. Origins was no explanation. It goes right up there. I mean, Origins is amazing. I'm realizing my perfect tier's going quite high right now, but still Origins was amazing. And just the Panzer Soda, just the sheer, the Boomhilda. Oh, the Boomhilda. Like, how can you not? Perfect. Like, how can you not like Origins? I would never understand why. Maybe some people don't. That's my opinion though, and that's why. But Origins was one of those maps where you had the shield, you had a bunch of things too. I just didn't see why you wouldn't like this map, because it's a damn good map, that's why. So yeah, no explanation needed, it's perfect. Revelations, oh, that's interesting. I love Revelations. I'm saying this now, I think Revelations is a good map. And I think I got a lot of hate for some reason because it was the Easter egg in the final one, or the conclusion of the Ether storyline. So I can see why I got a lot of hate, but I got like undeserved hate though. I mean, it had one of the most overpowered weapons, like SOE, where you had the Apothecary Servant, which you could upgrade then for some reason, which made it interesting. It was ridiculously easy map, but it was also a fun map. So I wouldn't say it's perfect, but I'd say it's almost perfect, I would say, which is fair for it, because it was the final conclusion of Black Ops 3 and the peak of Black Ops 3, which was one thing. When I started my channel, actually, was the end of Black Ops 3. So I can understand why people got a lot of hate for it. I got a lot of hate, but undeserved hate, I would say. So yeah, I would say Revelations is fair for almost perfect. Oh god, that's Shangri-La next. Oh, I hate this map. I actually hate it. It's disgustingly bad. Just spin it bad. Like, I hate it. I just never liked it. Yeah, the Screamer zombies. You had the Baby Shrinker, which was fun. It was funny at the time, but I just didn't like it. You then had the Napalm zombie, which was just annoying because the map was so tight, and the map was like, you had the random spawning like shit thing when the maze, when you would go through the mud bit, which again was just annoying. I hated that. Like, I swear to God, Treyarch, you make something like that again, I swear to God. Oh, that's going to happen anyway. I'm just saying, it's an annoying map. Okay, it's very annoying. Shinonim is actually a pretty good one. For me, Shinonim was one of the ones where, when I got remastered Black Ops 3, it actually got better for me. I actually enjoyed it. I appreciate the map more in Black Ops 3 compared to when I actually did play it when I was younger. When I was younger, this map came out, I thought it was scary as hell. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I loved it. But I didn't appreciate it enough. It's one of those maps where it kind of fell underneath the radar for me, and it was alright. I mean, there's a glitch where in World at War where you can get insanely high rounds ridiculously quick, but it was an alright map. So for me, I would say it's fair to put it in okay, because it's World at War. and nostalgia trip for me because I played this map and it was actually fun. I mean, it's definitely better than Blood of the Dead, just saying. Like, who'd have thought? Now, Shadows of Evil. I like this map. I like it, but it's not for me. I don't know why. It's just the map design. There's so much to do, and for a first zombie map to be released on a disc, the base map, there is a lot to do. So if you're a beginner player, it might take a while to get used to it. But I wouldn't say it's perfect or even almost perfect. I would say it's an okay map as well. Like, it was good. Like, some people rank it really high up here, but I'm gonna go with okay. I think okay is fair. I wouldn't say it's amazing though. We're on to our last two, which I look forward to. Verruckt is actually one of my all-time favorites, simply because the atmosphere, I love maps that have an atmosphere or can create one. The screams from the walls, which were ridiculous as it was, I loved it. It was one of those maps where it's just, you couldn't go wrong. Like, I remember playing this as a kid and being just scared of my mind. I was like 12 or 8 at the time. I can't remember how old I was, but I was young and just being scared. So much fun, so easily. I mean, I might put it up there, I might put it almost, it was almost perfect. You didn't have the pack-a-punch, but it did introduce the ray gun. Not that, but definitely almost perfect. I wish there was more to it though, because in fairness, it was like the DLC 2 part of the World at War DLC, so I can understand why it didn't have much to it, but you can see they had element of power in there, they had perks. It introduced the original 4 perks, which, you know, I'm happy with that, because Verruckt was a good map. It's better than Nacht, 100%, so putting it almost perfect, I would say it's fair. We're on to our last map. Now we have Zetsubou. Now, I played Zetsubou, I liked it. It wasn't a bad map, wasn't an amazing map. I found it was okay. It wasn't perfect for me. So I think putting it meh or okay would be fair for it. And I think either or is not really taking away from the actual map itself. The Easter egg was fun. The spiders were fun. They were interesting actually. Some of the leaked parts with spiders were very, very interesting actually, to say the least. And the mines at Treyarch were oof. But I think Zetsubou, I'd put it okay. It's an okay map. And just the KT4 was amazing. I think the KT4 was a really good wonder weapon for that map. I think it deserved to be there. So overall, this is my list actually for, you know, for my actual ranking of this map. So I would say it's a pretty good list. I mean, let me know in the comment section below where you think I've been an absolute noob or an absolute idiot, where you think this map should be here, what the hell are you doing? Then please let me know, because I love to see discussions and I love it when people get heated about this stuff, because I troll. I like it. So if you aren't the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure to turn the notification bell on to be notified for when I do upload and do go live stream. I might live stream here and there, I'm not too sure. Follow me on Twitter. Twitter is @2basic, link for those, and I have a Discord too, so link for those in the description below, guys. And as always, I'll see you all next time, and let me know on Twitter or on here in the comment section what your tier list would be, and what maps should be where, and where did I go wrong, and so forth. So yeah, I'll see you all next time.